Well, good morning, everybody. Once again, we're connecting via Zoom video conference with Heidi McCutcheon from the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce at masonchamber.com. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. Good. Thank you.
So we've been going through this for many weeks now, and let's just talk a little bit about a couple different things. I was on a webinar last week about unemployment and things that are happening with those folks. And for many, many people all throughout Mason County and in our communities, this is still continues to be a struggle for folks.
Yes. Yeah. And today ESD at 10 a.m. is also having the webinar, same that they had yesterday. That helps people, newly eligible participants for unemployment, kind of go through the hoops. It is still incredibly clunky. You have to go through the regular unemployment filing, and then it says, nope, you're not eligible. Oh, but click here, and then you go to the next portion and go through. They're saying, we'll give people at the beginning the minimum weekly unemployment benefit, which is $235, plus of course you get the additional $600 per week. So that at least is the $835 to begin with. But a lot of these self-employed business owners, sole proprietors haven't had income or a paycheck for well over a month now, and are still having a tough time getting through the system.
What are you hearing as a chamber about folks that obviously need to pay their monthly bills, their monthly expenses and rents to their landlords, and then what the landlords have decided to do because they need that money as well coming in. You can't just say, okay, well, don't pay this month and then do what you can. Or how's everybody working together like this?
One of the things that I have been pleasantly reassured is that at the bottom of everything, we are all human and we are all in this together. So even I was on hold. We had a Vacasa trip planned for the end of March that had to be rescheduled, and so I rescheduled it for next April. And I'm on the phone with the people, and they accidentally canceled it, thinking it was this April. And we're talking about how her husband's been working from home and he's been gaming 12 hours a day. And I'm like, the conversations that we're having now with people are different conversations than what we would typically have. And there's just a sense of humanity and kind of people that are connecting with people that normally they wouldn't, and be like, oh, I'm on the line with, the phone operator, but it's just, people are connecting a little bit more in depth than they would be. And so that's good to see. As people have been doing a really good job at staying patient, and just trying to do what they can. The landlords, many of them that are in the situation to work with their tenants have said, we'll figure this out together. And a lot of those conversations are ongoing. We don't know if it's going to be like a payback 100%. We don't know if it's going to be we'll defer for now. But people, for the most part, I've seen people be very kind, very accommodating, and try to work knowing that, we need to help each other. And by helping each other, it helps ourselves also.
You brought up an interesting point as we're doing these video conferences, and most everybody is doing these from home. And when I'm talking with my son and we're watching the news or something, he'll look in the background at the people's, he goes, oh, they have a pretty nice house. That looks like a nice house. And, Roger Goodell with the NFL draft, he's going to do the draft in his basement. So you're getting a good snapshot into people's kind of private lives, I guess, in a sense that everybody's in this together.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
It has been.
All right, let's talk about how the chamber is adapting. You're bringing back the ever favorite business after hours, but it's going to be online like this.
Yes, so next month will be our trial run. Our community credit union historically has always hosted the May after hours. So that will be May 13th, and we will be hosting it online via Zoom. We're working on a couple fun little things as far as creating breakout rooms. And so basically it's kind of like, so at an actual networking event, you see this little group over here talking about, employees and HR, and this group that's talking about social media, and this one's talking about the kids. And so we're creating little breakout rooms. And so one will be the kids are driving me crazy, and the other is, ramping up your social media marketing, or leadership tips and tricks, as well as, a couple of fun, just open rooms that people can talk to. So, while we're not able to be 60, 70 of us in one room, as typical, there still is some things that we're working on, and kind of being at the forefront of that, where we can create a cohesive atmosphere that feels like you're getting these personal connections too, because that's our members have come to expect that. That's what they want.
Well, that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so for that, we are requiring registration. OCCU is sending out some special after-hour kits. And so if it might be, some kind of cocktail or logo glassware or whatever. So, while we're there, we've got our little OCCU stuff like they would typically give giveaways.
That sounds awesome. That's going to be a lot of fun. Very cool. Always, you can check out masonchamber.com under the COVID-19 links. There's tons of new articles updated constantly, not only on what you guys are keeping your eyes on with the congressman and the governor delegation and things like that, but also ways restaurants are remaining open and other businesses as well. It's all on masonchamber.com. And Heidi, as always, it's good to see you and connect with you, and we'll check in next week or something like that. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Thank
all right,
you.
Good to see you.